Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday's Truth with Alonda Hasso. I feel like it's been forever, but it's really just been 1 week. I was traveling last week, so I could not do my video, and I had a fantastic time with our friends Dante and Brenda in North Carolina. Absolutely amazing. And I could keep saying they know how to throw a good party. It was his birthday. And it was just a great time meeting new people and just being with friends, lifetime friends. So I had a really, really good time. But I'm happy to be back, I wanted to talk today about one word, and that word is consistency. Man, does consistency go a long way. One of the compliments that I often get with regard to Know Your Worth, and those who, I should say, from those who are, they have their own brand and they're doing amazing, fantastic things in their own right, is that with Know Your Worth, there's consistency and they respect the consistency. And I don't know necessarily how this came to me or how I became, I don't want to say dogmatic, but became very serious about being consistent about what I deliver, and my posts and Tuesday's Truth, and all of the things that I really try to do to just be an encouragement to other people. And I'm so grateful for that, and I really, really do take that seriously. But I want to encourage those of us who've been consistent over the last month, the last year, the last season, whatever it is, that your time is coming, that you've been consistent, you've been diligent, you've been faithful to whatever it is you've been called to. It could be your job, it can be your ministry, it can be, your personal goals, it can be your brand, your movement. You've been faithful, you've been consistent. And I really believe that now this is a season for all of us to begin to reap the harvest of those things we have sown, not just last season, but sown over time, over a great amount of time. I really believe that this is a time not for those who are sort of jumping on the bandwagon and saying, okay, I want to get back in there, but for those of us who have stayed up writing, did not go and be a part of what everyone else was doing because you were consistent and committed to what you were called to. I just feel it in my feeler. I feel it literally in my soul that this is about to be a season where those who have been faithful and committed to what God has called them to, you're about to reap a harvest that is bountiful. You're going to reap a harvest that what you have sown in tears, you're about to reap in blessings. I believe that the sacrifices that have been made, the diligence that you have put into what you do, and just everything that you have been a part of, the times where you say, no, I can't go because I have to do this, I have to work on that, I have to, meet this deadline. I really believe that this season, this is a time where we're all going to really begin to reap the benefits, right? The benefits of what we have been called to. And because we've been consistent, because we've been faithful, we are going to see that. The scripture says, I will bless the Lord and I will receive the benefits, right? Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and I will receive his many benefits as we've been diligent and seeking him and seeking him for direction. And we've been using our resources. We've been, meeting up with people to make our product better, to make our ministries better, to make, being a professional better. I really just believe that the time is coming. This is not the time for people, again, who just like, all right, I'll try something now, or you're in and you're out, like double dutch, you're in and you're out. But this is a season for those who have been faithful and diligent to what you've been called to, whatever that thing is, right? Whatever, in the marketplace, in ministry, in your marriage, in your family, whatever that thing is. I believe that this is a season of harvest, and that the Lord has breathed on everything that you've presented to him. And because of your consistency, diligence, and faithfulness, I believe God is going to bless you. So consistent. And if you've been struggling with being consistent, part of your worth and your value is knowing that you can stick to something, that you can do what you've been called to, and you recognize how much value that is, and you keep going. Not because you're trying to impress somebody, or you don't keep going because you're just trying to prove to somebody else that you can do it. You keep going because it's what you've been called to. And I want to encourage you, for those who struggle with that. There are a lot of people who struggle with that, to keep going, and sometimes it's a little bit a week, a couple things that you do for the day. But just find your rhythm and find how you can get to a place where you are consistent in the thing that you've been called to do. And I pray that God will breathe on everything that you have presented to him. All right, that is my Tuesday's truth. There's so much. And let me just say this. When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. My daughter has been consistent in her work in LA, in her music, and her music production, and just really making certain that she's performing and doing all those great things. And lo and behold, as a result of her hard work and the work of a friend, Jordan Childs, they produced a commercial through Disney to honor the GOAT, Serena Williams, as she retires from tennis. And that was just such a blessing to our family, because we know how hard, not just that she works, but all of us works, but to see the harvest, to see the blessing come, to see the benefits of her consistency and her hard work and her faithfulness to what she's been called to see it come to fruition, is just really, really a blessing. And it's something that all of us can attain, not just special people. It's something we all can attain, but we've got to put in the work. All right. So be encouraged, keep wishing and praying upon your star, and trust that God is going to do something great with what you give him. Just be consistent in what you give him. All right. That is my Tuesday truth. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share with us what you have been consistent in. I would love to read the comments about what you've been consistent in. And if you've already begun to reap those benefits, share that also, so that we're all encouraged. All right. Share this video with someone who needs to be encouraged. And I pray that you all have a fantastic Tuesday. And remember always to know your worth.